I've been watching this Black Scottish TikTok trend circulate for a while now. And while I get what these videos are trying to do, they don't fill me with pride the way they seem to fill so many others. If anything, they leave me with a tinge of shame.
Black Americans discovering that there are Black people in Scotland it's incredible. Every Black Scotsman, just the notion that every Black Scottish person who has a TikTok account woke up to 50,000 notifications this morning because Americans discovered there are Black people with Scottish accents, and we are just tickled.
And no, not shame, because African Americans believe they've stumbled on some mythical lushness monster of their own, the foundational Black Scottish, a so-called tribe of Black Scots who supposedly aren't Africans like them, and who, unlike beardless Africans and beardless Black Brits, actually grow beards.
Do you remember being in primary school? Especially, I don't know if it was just a Scottish thing, in primary school, and the teacher would be like, oh, we're doing, I don't know, gymnastics today, and you'd be like, yes, all buzzing, running around in your mad penny blacks.
I know what you're thinking, but Black Scottish people are still British, still children and grandchildren of African and Caribbean migrants, just like Black Brits. Exactly, it was a mess. It was embarrassing. Another chapter in what Dr. Omar calls the saga of the Pretendians. Desperate to detach from Africa, yet accidentally circling back to it, they thought they had found indigenous Black Scots, only to be caught in the same contradiction as when some claim to be indigenous Americans. Not every Black American does this, of course, but if you're a Pretendian, the shoe fits. Now back to the main reason for the shame. Of course, Black people can be Scottish, British, French, by birth, by passport, and by naturalization. That is not the issue. The issue is how eager we are to claim these European identities. We even fight people online if they so much as mention we are not British or French. The eagerness to claim these European identities points to something deeper, a lack of self-worth, a lack of pride in our African nations, and almost zero drive to ever go back and fix them. It's like we've abandoned Africa. 11.7 million square miles of riches, and resigned ourselves to forever suckling on European states for dignity, security, and validation. Think about it. Even though we have British Japanese people, they don't celebrate Western acceptance as a collective the way Black people do. There will never be trending videos on TikTok of people of Japanese heritage affirming their Britishness over and over again. But us, we cheer when the French national team is all Black. We cheer when Spain is carried by two young African teenagers, Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, forgetting Nico's family had to escape Ghana through the desert just to play a sport they were already gifted at. That's not a European Sussex story. That's Africans' failure magnified on a world stage. Yes, Europe offers stability and opportunities. Yes, corruption and poverty in Africa push many away. But if we never take ownership, if we never invest in rebuilding, how will things change? Colonialism didn't just steal Africans' wealth, it stole its identity. It conditioned us to see Africa as broken and Europe as the source of dignity. So every time we rush to say Black British before African, what we are really exposed is a wound of lost pride, lost confidence, and lost vision. The real question is, when will we stop clinging to Europe and start believing in Africa again? Thank you, guys.